Donald Trump did something that actually takes a little bit of careful planning. He was able to combine slurs against Native Americans with anti-Semitic tropes, and one of the most unusual combinations of ignorance and stereotyping and character assassination that we've seen thus far in the campaign. So Trump went to a group of mostly Jewish voters and warned them that Pocahontas, aka Elizabeth Warren, is going to take all of their dollars, playing on the trope of the rich Jew whose number one priority, of course, is hoarding cash. This was Donald Trump speaking to the Israel American Council. Trump shows up and starts talking to them like everybody just loves Trump. Of course, most are very liberal and don't like Trump, although maybe this crowd was a little bit different. And at the big picture level, Donald Trump seems to maybe recognize that, because he actually says, even though some of you don't like me, you're not going to vote for Pocahontas because she'll take all your money. What you care about most is money. And that's why even if you don't like me, you're going to vote for me. Take a look at what Donald Trump had to say.
A lot of you are in the real estate business because I know you very well. You're brutal killers, not nice people at all, but you have to vote for me. You have no choice. You're not going to vote for Pocahontas, I can tell you that. You're not going to vote for the wealth tax. Yeah, let's take 100% of your wealth away. No, even if you don't like me, some of you don't. Some of you I don't like at all, actually. And you're going to be my biggest supporters because you'll be out of business in about 15 minutes if they get it.
What Trump is saying here is actually double playing on an anti-Semitic trope. Trump is playing on the idea of the rich Jew, but he's also playing on the idea of the rich Jew who doesn't like Donald Trump, but values their money over making the right political choice that's best for the country. So he suggests, even if you don't like me, you would vote for me anyway so that Pocahontas doesn't take your money. Without maybe even realizing it, Donald Trump is playing off of multiple anti-Semitic tropes there. And then he adds Pocahontas to it, sort of as the cherry on top. This is another version of the dual loyalty trope. I'll explain what I mean by that. Often with American Jews, there is this dual loyalty trope of how loyalty to Israel may cloud the loyalty to the United States, even for Jews who have never been to Israel and are just Americans. And there's no reason to suggest that whatsoever. In this case, what you have is the idea of loyalty to their own wealth clouding or superseding loyalty to the United States, wherein Trump is saying, even if you think I'm bad, you would still vote for me in order to protect your money from Pocahontas Elizabeth Warren. At another point in this total gong show speech, Donald Trump actually said, if Jared Kushner can't get Middle East peace done, nobody can, which is, of course, hilarious because we knew from day one that Jared Kushner was maybe one of the last people that should be involved in negotiating Middle East peace, but that's maybe a topic for a different day. This has been the MO from the start. We're going to do X, Y, Z. It will all be super easy. Then X, Y, Z doesn't happen. Who knew it could have been so hard that even the best person to do it, Jared Kushner, wasn't able to get it done? So the slurs of Pocahontas continue. I guess I should mention, even though it's pretty obvious, Trump mentioned Warren's 100% wealth tax plan. As Trump suggests, I'm sure most of you know that that's not true. There is no 100% wealth tax plan. Can you imagine for a moment the outrage on Fox News if Barack Obama had said any of these things? You have to vote for me. You have no choice. Anti-democratic dictator Obama hinting at declaring martial law. Blah, 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 blah. If Jared Kushner can't do it, it can't be done. Can you imagine Barack Obama saying something like, if Hillary Clinton as Secretary of State can't do it, it simply can't be done? Arrogant, pompous Obama thinks law school professors are the only... Blah, 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 blah. Same thing. Some of you don't like it at all, but you are going to be my biggest supporters because you'll be out of business in 15 minutes if they get it. What? 24-hour news cycle for days if Barack Obama were to have said something like that. It's almost like Trump is saying out loud what some anti-Semitic advisor told him. I imagine behind the scenes, before Trump goes on stage, someone comes up to Trump and they say, listen, Donald, these rich Jews are going to love you because they're not going to want to be wealth taxed by Pocahontas. Okay. So just bear that in mind when you're speaking to them. Got it. Got it. Most politicians then when they go out, they don't repeat that stuff verbatim Trump, of course, is not most politicians, and he repeats it all verbatim in, again, just a gong show, strange interview that on lots of Trumpists, even the inappropriate nature of that speech would be completely lost on them. They would again say some of it was jokes, and then most of it is just Trump not kowtowing to the politically correct crowd and simply telling it like it is. They are beyond reach, but hopefully folks in our audience understand what's going on here.